Season 61, War number 8. Today we've matched up against Faye, and the bans are Corvus, Kushala, Nico, Spider-Woman, and Ghost Rider. And my team today is Bastion, Maker, and Tigra. So, of course, we have Maker back on the team. I don't even remember the last time. I haven't played him in War. And we have Bastion joining the team with him. And then Tigra for one mini-boss. And a lot of the fights with Bastion and Maker, I'm calling this a tag team because, like, some of these they could definitely overlap for, but most of the time, like, I'm just using one and then flipping to the other one, and sometimes there's gonna be some advantages, like Maker's gonna be better for this Anti-Venom because he is inverted control immune. But I do have to turn willpower off, whereas if I was playing Bastion, I wouldn't need to turn willpower off. I'd have to deal with invert controls. So I decided I'd use Maker because overall it's safer and just use the units anyway. And yeah, like, I'm really happy obviously using these two because they are probably my favorite tag champs right now. And yeah, Maker's just going to take care of business against this Anti-Venom here. I don't know if I meant to go for 2 bars already, but here we are. And I'm only getting 2 suppressions on that mine detonation, so it doesn't do a lot of damage. And yeah, I have to go ahead and get the special one now to get another one. So here our Dex is special, and I just don't parry apparently. So luckily he didn't crit me on any of his hits, because I just lost a crap ton of my health from that. But that was almost really bad. Anyway, we do get the evade off there, and then I'm just going to go for a special one, which is going to kill him, because after I place this mine here, he's just going to run into it, and he dies. So, yeah, that fight goes down. If I did need a combo really cleanly, but I did, unfortunately. So yeah, this fight I could have used Bastion. I mean, I could use Maker for, but we're just going to use Bastion instead, who, you know, generally is just easier to use than Maker, so I'd prefer to use Bastion for some of the simpler fights. And yeah, might as well just tag team them around and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and Dex a special one here, counter it with my heavy, make sure to keep the endurance up. This node barely does anything. I just need to hit him 15 times in a certain period of time to avoid getting a glancing, and then there's another node where it wants me to intercept every once in a while to stop getting suppression. I just didn't really manage that very well, but it's not going to matter because he's dead here. I think this was a war where I just took so much unnecessary chip damage because I just played bad. Like, I'm pretty sure I eat a combo in this next fight against Captain Britain too. But yeah, this is Maker versus Captain Britain. I did the war before this one, and it's pretty simple fight. So she's going to go unblockable a good bit because I'm placing a heal block every heavy, but as long as I have my evade ready, then the unblockable doesn't matter because I'll just parry and do the evade instead. So it's obviously annoying during that 8-second cooldown where I don't have my evade, so during that time I'm just going to dance around a little bit. We use a PS1. PS1 just is so good for Maker because you want to get that mine online as fast as possible because that's your entire source of damage. So we use that to do a lot less hits while we're building up to our mine to get it active and start doing damage very much earlier on. And then yeah, Britain just finally threw a special attack there for I think the first time in the fight. And we're just going to go for a special 2 in a moment, which is going to actually make me take a lot of damage because I decided to throw it when I'm far away from the screen, so the mine is far away and I just take a bajillion amounts of thorn damage. And yeah, we're almost at 50% health because I somehow ate a combo from her. Again, another moment where I just thought I parried. It might have been actually because I was listening to music when I was doing war fights. For those, which I don't often do, but I had music on for those first 3 war fights, and I think that might have made my inputs mess up a little bit. I think that does happen sometimes, because I don't think I eat any stupid combos for the remainder of the war where I don't have music on, so that could have been part of it. But now we're fighting this Bullseye here with Bastion, and Bastion is very, very good at fighting Bullseye, so this one was pretty chill. and it has an unblockable node on it. Every 3 purifies, he's going to get an unblockable passive. And luckily everything lined up to where I'm not too fussed about that. He's at 1% now. Use power backs in war with Bastion because they make his life so much easier, because you just drop a special 2 and you're right at 1 bar again to do your damage special at that point. Okay, now we're going to go fight this Onslaught here on 47. Could have done this with Maker, just using it with Bastion, because why not? Have my combat regen boost still active and the recoil masteries, so we have a bunch of regen here. And I think I'm using recoils the rest of the war because I'm going to need them for the boss anyway, and then my Tigra fight I just felt like I might as well run it anyway. That was kind of funny, but I have the Unstoppable, so it's chill. And then Bastion is just going to pretty much annihilate this Onslaught once I get my special 2, special 1 cycle going. Did I eat a stupid combo in this fight? I don't think I did, but we'll see. So here I'm going to go ahead and drop the special 2. And then I need to go ahead and land a heavy attack. I have my endurance, so fight or flight, unstoppable don't matter. And then just look at the special 1, man. 67,000 bursts on every single hit. Kind of nuts. So, yeah. Now we're fighting this Kindred here on 49 with Tigra. I have the recoils on. Tigra is not a recoil-friendly champ, but I do not care how much health she has at the end of the fight as long as it is above 0. Because of the fact that this is the only fight I'm taking her for. I also am using the not special drain, I'm using Cowardice and Instant Burst Maker pre-fights on this Kindred because they make it a lot easier for her. At least the burst one gives her a little bit more damage on the special 2, and then the Cowardice is just like, okay, well that's free. I didn't use the power drain one because I want Kindred throwing specials often. I don't think he threw a special attack in that fight anyway, so it didn't matter at all. But yeah. So yeah, here's the Gene boss with Maker. Sped this one up because I've done this a lot already, and it doesn't go any different than the previous attempts. This one is the fastest one I've done so far. I kept breaking my records for speed on this one because I'm pretty sure that the war after this I break my record again. So war 9, because of course there's another Gene boss. That's the only thing alliances are placing. And then yeah, I'm just gonna go for my special 3. She's already below 80% when I drop it, and then she's just gonna take a lot of damage after it. Unfortunately, I didn't have a great mind set up there, so I didn't do a lot of damage on that special 3, but of course we're gonna, get to another special 3 and start redoing the process. I did not have Reed on my team for this war, so my damage is obviously lower than normal, but obviously plenty enough to handle the threat. So yeah, I get Reed back on my team the war after this one, which I didn't really need, but I also only needed 2 attackers for my other fight, so there was no reason not to. And then I'm just going to go for heavy here, drop my special 3. Again, I'm waiting out some of the taunt duration, so that after my special 3, I'm not going to have too much attack mitigation. And yeah, she goes down, and I didn't even look at the screen when it said the fight duration, but it was probably like 240 or something. We did lose this war 11-14, GG's to Faye, and that's my war 8. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this one, and I'll see you in the next video.